What's up, everybody? Tweech here. Welcome back to the walkthrough. At this point, we will be heading over to World 4 to finish up that, completely finish up that world. But there is a few things that we want to do and get before we go ahead and conquer that world. After 4, we're going to head on over to 3 and start working on 3, because here's the thing. World 5 is a shit show. It's really most of the people that play the game, they typically say that 5 is the worst world to play through and most challenging. But I kind of enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge of it, but there's an item in World 3 that we need to get to essentially complete World 5, and that's called the Sodden Ring. And what that'll do is, in World 5 there's this swamp, and the entire board is made up of this, the entire world is made up of this swamp. And as you're walking through the swamp, it literally slows you down, you can't roll, and it makes the entire experience just dreadful. However, if you do get the Sodden Ring, then it's not a problem at all. So that's our goal, is to complete World 4. We're going to get a soul from the Archdemon there that will give us anti-magic. We're going to use anti-magic to completely nullify all the magic bullshit that happens in World 3. Then we're going to scoot on over here and complete World 5. And then I don't know. We'll see where we go. And, I just went over our strategy, and a lot of times I'll go off topic, off point, and do something different. So, but that's at least the plan. I think that's the best way to tackle this game, knowing where the items are and what you need to complete each world. So, with that said, some of the items we're going to get now is we're going to go over and get our lava bow. Make sure you're back in soul form and that you have enough souls to do this. If you're following the walkthrough, you should have enough souls. Souls and items. So we should have a bow that's at +6. I was going to say, I don't think that... yeah, that lizard's gone. Go down to see Mr. Ed. And we're going to have to upgrade this to +7. And once we have +7, it should unlock the lava bow. Upgrade. Where's our bow? Yep, compound longbow. So as you can see, we have just enough hardstone shards, large shards, and then chunks. We're going to go to +7. Now if we... Yep, we have the hard soul that is in our inventory. Like I said, we don't have to carry it with us, as long as it's in storage. And you're going to say, if you look at this, right, our compound longbow +8 is showing at 81 physical attack plus the 126, and then magic attack plus, 150. So the compound longbow looks like it's going to do some major damage. The difference is... with the lava bow, it turns all of our arrows into fire arrows, so you get that bonus in fire attack. Plus you have the 50 physical, 124 bonus, plus 155 magic attack, plus another 104 fire attack. And this scales, as you can see, off of your strength, dex, and magic. So if you do have a magic build, I know this probably isn't the way to go in for a lava bow, but usually for strength and dex builds, it's more advantageous, since the scaling does work a little bit better off of those attributes. Plus, you need 21 strength to even hold this thing. If you're two-handing it, which most of the time you will, you need at least 15 strength. So even with a magic build, if you put a little bit of points into your strength, you will be able to manage the lava bow. Okay, so we have our lava bow. I don't think I have a pure clearstone. I'm still perplexed on where to grab one of those. Dragon Sword, we could level up a few levels here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Could go to 3. Crescent Falchion, we could do one more. Yep. Uchi-Katana we're not going to do. Shader Healed. And Colorless Soul. We got one of those. I don't know if I wanted to do the Adjudicator or not. I might save that. For now, let's just save. You could use the Colorless Soul for your Adjudicator shield, and what that'll do is increase the amount of health regen that you get back with it. I think I'm going to use it for a better shield based on our build. This isn't technically a... well, it definitely isn't a regen build. Alright, so with that... don't think there's anything else that we could get or that we would need. So let's equip this. This will put us over our weight. I kind of figured that. These two, the quality and the quality claymore, lava bow, and this shield. Might have to change some things up here. Alright, so let's head on over to the ritual path and complete world 4. If you're going to do any kind of farming for Bladestone, which is your dex build, this is a great place to do it. There is a dual-wielding katana skeleton up there that has great potential, especially if you get this world to pure black, to dropping a lot of Bladestone, shards, chunks, and pure Bladestone, which you need for your dex builds. There is another skeleton, dual-wielding skeleton down here. We already went past him in an earlier episode, but I don't think we're going to go that route. But if you do need to, like I said, farm, he's also another good option. I think for this, we're going to go ahead with our strength. Don't have that yet. That's okay. Yep, we're going to leave this on. Go with the Cling Ring since we're in soul form. Put on your bow. And let's go find out what we could get. Without the Thief Ring on, these guys could be a pain in the ass. They'll keep on shooting at you throughout the board, throughout the world. I keep on calling these boards. I think I'm playing Mario Brothers or something. Come down here. There's our NPC. If you remember back in 4.1, we found the key by the regenerator ring skip and went down to the bottom and freed him. So now he follows us into this world. Now this is the guy that I go to the most for, actually for arrows. I mean, they're only 10 per arrow. How many arrows do I got? I got 49. I'm going to buy a bunch more. The blacksmith in the Nexus does sell arrows, but I believe they're 20, so it's not like, it's not a big difference. Yeah, I don't need 350. I'll do 100 arrows. But if you're short on souls or don't want to, if you're a thrift shopper like I am, you may want to do that different. Another thing to get is possibly, what is that, 1.8 leather boots. I may buy different gear here just because of my weight capacity. I'm going to have to switch over. Darn it, I really don't want to. But I really, yeah, we'll just do this. We're going to need our Thief Ring. One of my favorite cutscenes. I think this is just badass. I don't know. I just like that. All right, so take your... take your lava bow. Couple hits. Should be 3 hits. 3 hits. And look at those souls come in. So lovely. This is officially the farming spot if you need souls quickly. The other thing that these guys drop, we're gonna actually drop down here, right around here. Drop down. Take a little bit of damage, but these drop the Moonshades shards. These are for your crescent weapons. They're a guaranteed drop, and sometimes they'll drop chunks, or I don't know if they drop the pures. Okay, so we got to open this door, but we're not going to go that way just yet. So behind the pillar here, step on this thing and open the door to progression. Now, believe it or not, this area is fantastic for PvP and invading. It's just an all-around fun area. So if you are playing in body form, expect to get invaded quite a bit. Okay, we're going to come down the steps this way and follow these little light beams to patches.
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. Come on now. We've got that pit there is filled with treasure. Go on.
It has treasure, does it? So, walk over to the pit, little cutscene will play. And sure enough, because you foolishly trusted patches... Yep.
Hey, don't hold it against me, eh? Take
Gave you some loving.
time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Alright, so don't go towards that guy just yet. He's going to come and try to kick your ass. What we want to do is talk to Saint Urbane.
Heavens. Did you... Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverb... A fearsome dark phantom, but have no fear.
Fearsome dark phantom.
God,
He's not that fierce.
Umbasa.
Umbasa, my boy. Okay. So we want to free this guy. He is going to go back to the Nexus then and give us some really good miracles and be our miracle guy. This guy, he does hit hard and quick, so he's not typically that difficult. As you can see, 2 hits takes most of his health. Especially with this claymore, a little bit slower, I tend to hit and back. Hit then back away. Block. And R2 him. No problem. And there's some chunks. Alright, so this item is going to drop when we get this world to pure white, which is just for natural progression. Killing the Archdemon will get this to pure white. We'll come back and get that item. But for now, go back and talk to Saint Urbane.
Oh, it's you. Did you cleanse the world of the aforementioned phantom? God has chosen you. Umbasa.
So now he will be free. There's nothing else down here, unfortunately. I just really enjoy this world. I think it's dark, it's beautiful, kind of scary, has a really cool vibe to it. It's one of my, it's actually my favorite world in Demon Souls. For all of 4. 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. Well, 4-3 is technically not really a... Maybe it's its own world, but that's where the Archdemon is. Don't kill him. I know you want to.
I'm really sorry. Well, a man's got to make a living. There aren't many... I know.
He gives you a shitty ring that you're not going to... Well, I never use. I just end up putting them away. So the gash ring, we already picked up one earlier. Helps reduce bleed. The reason why you don't want to kill him is because he'll go back to the Nexus. And he will... oh yeah, I didn't pick that up. Alright. So he'll go back to the Nexus, and he ends up being your a merchant there for a lot of healing items. So we're gonna progress through this way and make a little loop around. I'll show you where that other skeleton is. Yeah, as you come up here, you could trip this or not. It doesn't really matter, but just hit the pressure plate and the trap will be set. Get the ephemeral eye and we'll come down here. Right over here is that skeleton I was telling you about. You could farm for those different blade stones. Now, he tends to be a little bit harder. So, I wonder... I don't think I have anything to increase my... No, that's alright. Not a big deal. Walk behind him. You can see a backstab only did 109. He's going to take some work. So just be careful. Yeah, that's the other problem. You're going to get shot at. See if I could get this guy to jump. If you need to heal, I suggest coming back here, healing. You could run away a little bit. I kind of chicken out on this guy. I might, yeah. Oh, jeez. He's coming at me. Coming at me hard. There we go. Ah, there we go. Bladestone chunk, like I said. That was kind of a a bitch move there, but that's alright. Surviving the best way that we can. Alright, so at this point, we are going to get our butts kicked. Holy shit, I almost died. Alright, this is what I mean about Thief Ring. So we'll take our bow off for now. Thief Ring to go along the edge, and there's a crystal lizard. We're going to run our asses up here. Just be careful not to, to fall off. And if this guy falls off the edge, you lose him. You lose the goodies. So he could give you pure as well. Make our way up here. And, yeah, right down there, where we just were, when the world is in pure black, that's where the primeval demon is. We'll kill him for the colorless soul. Pick up the white bow, and we're circled back to the beginning. Okay. So we're going to continue back down. Okay, so this first portion of the world is complete. The white bow isn't bad, just to touch on that really quick, but the lava bow is much, much better. The range is better with the, yeah, that has the best range at 75. Lava bow has 55, but you could see the stats are pretty good. I'm not going to lie, the stats are pretty good for the white bow. You're looking at 166 when you have the strength for it to wield it, and have 24 dex. I mean, it is a stat hungry bow. 30 strength, 24 dex. It has 150 magic damage, and it's pretty quick. It has a quick release fire on it, so some people like going after that bow. I still enjoy the lava bow more, but based on space, we got to make sure we have some space. Uchikatana, goodbye. I'm going to keep the dragon sword on me. We're going to put the crescent back. Adjudicator. I think we're good there. White arrows, we don't need you. And we're good. Okay. if you want to know how to get back up there, this is the path you take. We just didn't take it. There's no items over here. It just goes, follow this path back up, and you're back up at the beginning. So your farm path would be coming down, shooting the Reaper, jumping down, getting your item. You could, if you have evacuate, you could hit evacuate and then go back to the Nexus and then warp back here. Or you could just run back up those steps and reload the world. Either way. Half Moon Grass. Now I'm going to use my lava bow. This is what I don't like about it. I'm going to have to go... I can put my gloves on at least. Not having the appropriate weight. But this part I definitely will need the thief ring. Alright, so we're going to stand right by this flag, and you'll see these three guys ready to ambush you. Shoot the middle one first, and watch what this idiot does. Bloop, right off the edge. You could leave this guy. He's not that big of a problem, because you'll see here in just a moment. He doesn't even bother with you. This guy comes up here, and he could use this. Now, don't be fooled. He can climb up here. Sometimes he'll roll right up this ledge, so be prepared for that. And then lastly, we're just going to run down and boop this guy. We don't need to use our bow. Okay. This section could be a little bit hairy, so take your time with it. These guys could be a pain. Get up on your rock here and just start unloading as much as you can. If you could time it right, you could see he can't get his sword up. If he does, you do a little bit less damage, because he could block some of the fire damage. Alright, got him. The other guy... you know what? Maybe I'll try that. The other guy is just behind him. We have some soul remains. We are going to see if this works. Sometimes you could throw it, and he'll go... there. Go get that. Go get it. Go get it. Oh! So those soul remains are a great item to use in this world, and some of the other worlds too. We're going to use them. As you can see, it takes the pressure off of us. They go chasing little glowy things, and makes it a little bit easier. Just be careful coming through here. This could get a little fuzzy as well. Now this this world, God, I got to get that out of my vocabulary. This world's a little bit short. Actually, right down, I don't know if you could even see him. Yep. Down there's the boss in that area. This next guy could be a little bit of a pain in the ass, so I like to stand over here and just take a bunch of arrows at him. Try to time his walk. It's kind of awkward. And then he does like this little speed run. Comes up. Ah, that's the furthest he came up from me before. Don't shoot him up here, because he'll turn and hit you with this badass laser. Or you could just rush him. You could run up and start smacking him a bit. That's up to you. I like, you put some time and effort into this lava bow. I tend to use it. Get your lava bow back out, and right on this corner here, we're going to turn, look down, and you'll see this bitch-ass Reaper hiding. We're going to... okay, we're going to kill him. You'll see the souls start coming up, because this area is riddled with all those phantom dudes, those ghosts. So now we just dispatched all of them and got all their souls. But just take the time. Don't just run through this area. Take the time and just examine all of these different areas, like the detail of this. Fantastic. I think it's badass. It reminds me of some Skyrim. Going into couple of the dungeons there. Unfortunately, that dagger. Yeah, when you pick that dagger up, hold your shield up. There is a mini phantom. Yep, there he is. Just waiting on him. I just think it's cool. You didn't have to wait for him. But unfortunately, the Reaper fell down. I don't think we're going to have access to... Well, he's right there. Yeah, that might be there when we go through the fog door. Don't fall down there, of course. That's instant death. We're going to come down this way. This is also a great world to run through with a blue phantom. So if you go to body form and you see any kind of blue markings, pick them up. This section, be very careful. This is a trap. All these are just basic crescent moon grasses, so not like earth-shattering. But as you pick this up, their phantoms come out for their ambush, and it could get ugly very quickly, as you see there. Ugh, come on, man. The other sword, if this isn't working well for you, you could use this dragon sword. Much quicker, and the fire damage does quite a bit. So in fact, I'll try using this in this next section here. Back outside. Luckily for us right now, there isn't anything out here. If this was a pure black state, you would have these red skeleton phantoms up here. Dude, not cool. Where'd you go? One of you sons of bitches. Yeah, it makes it a little bit harder. But we'll come up here. So I just want to see what this does. Kinda weak. Alright, so this next section, I'm just going to use this. Run as fast as you can. Just go right up here to the left. There is a Reaper. There we go. If you died there or had difficulty doing that, another idea is kill this first guy, stand over here, use your bow to kill the next one. But the problem with that is by the time you kill this other guy, this other phantom that's there, this other one will respawn because the Reaper keeps on respawning those phantoms. So you'll have to deal with them back and forth. That's why I said once you kill this one, run up here. If you don't, and you're not killing that phantom quick enough, he will use his laser, and but once the laser goes off, you could hide behind here. Should be fine. But I like to just come up here and just start swinging away. And now we head on down. Get the soul item. And this opens up to another very cool section of the world. There's a lot of good stuff in here, and we're going to go through it all. So, one thing to note, very important, those things explode. Stay away from them. There is one section that it's almost a guarantee that it'll explode near you when you're going into the one part of the cave. So, as you can see, this guy's coming up like a little badass. Can't do anything besides just move away from him. Alright, what we're going to do is come down here to the right, two-hand, and start smacking some of these guys. Here in this section of the world will be a lot of your sticky slime. So if you need sticky white slime, this is your farming spot for it. We're going to come up, grab this, and oof, be careful. Be careful. And then come right down here and take out these two. It's up to you if you want to lock on. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's a little bit easier not to. And also, obviously, this is your sucker stone farming spots. And once you kill the boss of this, you'll have a real easy access to it. So don't worry about having to go through all that again. Then we're going to go this way. So the other thing I'm going to do very quick, just to make sure. Hopefully it's not white. Don't. Okay. Purple. Perfect. Oh. As you can see, that explodes. It could one-shot you if you're not prepared for it. Yeah, the R1 to R2 is pretty much my favorite for these types of weapons. Great sword, and then the Claymore, and then the Moonlight Greatsword. This is a section. I said, "Yep, there he is." I said that you come into an area and you're almost guaranteed to get one of those things to come in and blow you up. This could be a little dicey as well because of the spacing. See, these guys will jump you pretty quick, and I need my dragon sword. No. I'm dead. Oof, almost. Did it kill him, though? It did. It killed them. Oof, that was nasty sauce. Yeah, that area, some people are going to say it's very simple, but I find it challenging just because of the swords that I use. Alright, so we have the hiltless, and it's not the hitless, the hiltless and the Ronin. Hiltless is a dex weapon. Oh, don't want to equip it. I'll explain that in a little bit. I just want to get out to an area where I'm not going to have a chance at dying as easy. Alright, so let's go to back to our Claymore. And of course, they're not going to drop anything. Stingy bitches. So we got a ton of souls. We didn't even level up, which we should have. Oh no, which we should have done. Okay, nothing over there. We're gonna come right through here. These guys are all dead because you can see this is where we circled back. There's our purple augite. Just be careful. Come back up here and to the left here. We are going to, yeah, let's drop down here. Alright, get these guys. There is one of those bomb things that likes to float down here too. There he is. Just move along the side here and he should be fine. Okay. Come into this little nook, grab the eye stone, and we're up. That is... Oh, nope. Okay, we got everything. Let's move on. Now we're at the boss. So before I do that, before we go into the boss, like I said, I do want to describe some things. Alright, so obviously dagger we don't need. That's self-explanatory. The hiltless. This does some nice damage. This is, I think, one of the highest damage weapons for katana. The problem with it, and with all the katanas in this game, is that the durability is so low. Meaning, look at that, it's only 70 durability, so they break pretty quickly, and you'll need to keep on repairing them. The advantage to it is that it's very quick. They have, you could see 180, or it says 121 physical attack plus 44 bonus. If we had the stats, it would be much higher than that. Plus the 180 bleed. Fantastic dex weapons. I do use it on a dex character that I have in conjunction with an uchi katana that I made. I think I made it a sharp uchi katana, which means it scales off of our dex. But that being said, they can also be, the katanas can be buffed, so you could really do a lot of damage very quickly. Now, for this boss, a couple things we're going to get. We're going to take and put on our sticky white slime. We will we'll leave our thief ring on, very important. We will take the bow off. We don't need that. There we go. Okay, put that back on. Cling ring. Keep your thief ring on. Sticky white slime. The most important thing about this boss is know when to strike and when to run. It's not an all-out brawl. You're not going to be swinging away at this guy. He will jump around the board. He will walk down the center. So the best thing to do is stay to the right side. We're going to run out behind him, swing a few times, roll back. He's going to get a little angry, throw a little fit, but then keep on walking that same direction because we have the thief ring on and he is also blind. The problem is if you don't have the thief ring on, I believe the mechanics is that he does hear you a little bit better and he will target you, especially if you're doing some kind of ranged attack. If you're using a bow, he tends to follow the path of the bow. Same thing with magic, so you don't want to overload him with attack. Let him do his little fit and then run away. So, here we go. One of the coolest bosses in the game. And we're going to slowly walk up. Love it. I think he's so cool. All right, like I said, we're gonna start here on the right-hand side. Go. Okay. Yep, there's our Reaper. Put some sticky white slime. And 1, 2, 3. Throws a little fit. Just make sure you back away. See. Tends to lose you a little bit. Sometimes you could get 2 hits. I'll probably do a 2-hit here. 1, 2. Unlock, because sometimes he'll start chasing you as you're running away. At this point, he turns around. Yep. Be careful. Just go behind him. See, just out of range, not a problem. R1, R2, 420 damage. See, that's what I mean. If you stayed locked on, you're stuck, and he's gonna whack you good. And he has good potential to one-shot you. Yep, tried it again. As he gets closer to the end there, I'll stay over on this side. He'll start turning around. Yep, there, he just turned around. He doesn't know where we are. Yep, he wanted to. This is all due to the thief ring, by the way. And, of course, he's blind. Yep, you bastard chasing me like that. That's what I mean. Come on, turn around. There you go, turn around. And done. Yeah, I'm the champ. Who's the new hero now? Okay, body restored. And we'll get some items, and look at those souls. Ah, so beautiful. So pretty. Okay. Alright, so let's get our hero soul, which we are going to use to get his sword. Before we continue to the next section, just like always, we're going to go back to the Nexus, go to soul form, spend our souls. Of course.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, then touch the deep.
Alright, so we got quite a bit. Man, we could level up. We didn't level up at all. What is wrong with us? So, we'll go to... Let's see. We'll go 25 and 20 for now. Let's pump vitality up. Actually, let's get these a little bit closer. At 23 strength. I wanted to get more endurance so I could start using the equipment more, but that's okay. I think that's fine. 20 vitality, 20, 25, 20, and then we'll continue to bump up these closer to 30. So we'll get strength to 30, this to 25 on our well, actually, we probably could level up a lot more. I have a ton of these souls. Alright, so colorless soul goes away. We already have one gray demon soul that's in there. We're going to use this one. Hero soul, swollen, and let's consume the rest of these guys. Okay. So we could level up one or two more times. So, what does this do? No, we need 14 for that. So let's pump into endurance. That gets our stamina up a little bit. Equipment burden up. I'm good with that. Okay. Now, again, don't be afraid to start farming as early as you can. We're at level 40, soul level 47 with some pretty decent stats. It puts us in a good position. The next portion is going to open up even a better farming spot. So we're going to have some stuff early. Some really good, puts us in a good position.
Thanks to you, I was able to now.
All right, so there's Saint Urbane. He gives us some of the best miracles in the game. Regeneration is fantastic for your regen builds. Second chance is... See, this is where I always struggle here, because the hero soul is also used to get the large sword of searching that I like. Second chance is also fantastic. So this is the dilemma you come into. For a faith build, and even a strength build, because we're doing quality, it's not as important. But for a strength build, even faith, you might want to do second chance. What that does is if you die, it regenerates your health to half and kind of gives you like another life. So like a second chance, which could be very powerful. The Wrath of God is good for if you're a faith build. It's kind of like your AoE attack. And I already talked about regeneration, which is also very good. So for this guide, you will want to get the second chance. And the reason being is, even though I did say we did want to get the sword for farming and stuff like that, the sword is not part of a trophy. But getting as many miracles and magics as we can is. So you're going to have to pick and choose what you want to work on first. So for your first playthrough, I'm going to sit here and suggest the getting your miracles. That's going to do the most for you. The other thing, let's see, I'm going to look really quick. I'm going to pull this up. Okay, so we have the swollen for regeneration, right? That also gives us the meat cleaver. Oof. So, meat cleaver is also a fantastic weapon to have. It scales off of your dex. You also need 16 faith to wield it well. Strength at 26. So we could pretty much wield it, except for our faith needs to be up a little bit higher. That is a very good weapon to use. The hero soul, I said, is... Yep, that is for second chance and large sword of searching. And then our dragon soul is if you are a caster or a mage, you have a lot that you could do with this. At least a few things, I should say. Fireball, which is very good. You get that from Sage Freak. And then Firestorm, which is going to be your go-to spell from Yuri the Witch. So if you're a magic build, save that dragon soul for that. Or Wrath of God. For us, we're not going to use Wrath of God. And for the purpose of this walkthrough, I'm going to tell you right now, go ahead and grab Second Chance. Damn, I really wanted that sword for this walkthrough, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need it. The dilemma. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Second Chance. Actually, let me see. Do I even have enough space? I think I have to get my faith up a little bit higher. So that's going to determine what we're going to do. No, I need my faith up a little bit higher. I only have one spot. Actually, it's already at 13. I do apologize for the back and forth here, but this could change as you go through your build to see what you really want to do. So our faith 16 grants you 2 slots. So I have to get this up three more spots, which isn't that bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold off on that right now because I can't even use it. Can't even use it. And, let's go up and get our, go to soul form. And then we'll finish the last boss of World 4. Okay. Like I said, guys, if you want to get the trophies, load up on your miracles first. Now, you could get your trophies. You don't have to do them all on one character. But for the spells, the magic spells and the miracles, if you get all the miracles, they have to be on one character. You could start a whole new character mage, get all the magic spells. That'll count towards a trophy. You just need to have them all on one character, but not both. Meaning, like, just to clarify that, so this character, this pound cake here, we don't have to get all our faith spells or miracles and then get all our magic spells just on him. You could separate those into two different things. Then the other trophies are based on completions, different types of tasks to do. So you could do those on different characters as well. But as it comes to rings, that's right, yeah, rings, miracles, and magic, they all have to be, one of them has to be on one character, if that makes sense. This one we're going to get almost all the rings. I think there's a few that we're going to have to get in New Game Plus, but I'm not sure. I think we could get all the rings in one go. We'll take a little bit of farming. All right, with that, let's go get... let's go kill the last guy, the Archdemon in World 4, but we need to clear a little bit of space, because we are going to get a specific item to help us kill this dude. We'll leave that on. Evacuate is fine. Now, one thing I'm, again, going to suggest is leave your thief ring on. It's going to be important. Alright, so... Altar of Storms. Okay, Archstone of the Old Hero Demon. The hero's remains were cleansed with brightwater and offered to the Storm King, a beacon for countless storm beasts whose broad wings blackened the sky. Here we go. As you can see, we're in all pure white. We could do the pure white World Tendency now event, but as for now, we are going to go kill the Storm King. I will discuss the strategy as I'm going through. It's really not that difficult of a strategy, of a fight. All right, first things first. Ignore any glowies that you see. We're going to run down this path and stay to the left. Take note of this little building up here on the right. We're going to come back to that. That's going to be our fighting spot. But for now, you need to get away from all these guys. Zigzag, back and forth, stay to the left side of this world. And you'll see that one glowy sword. That's what we need to fight this Storm King. Okay, so I hide behind this rock really quick, put the Storm Ruler on, and this thing is amazing. Don't worry about that lizard. Now, as you can see, we are going to... Don't fight him down here. Don't fight anything down here. We're going up this way. Stick a little bit to the left. You'll find this little rock ledge here to run up. Again, go past all the glowies and to the left of this building behind it. This is the safest spot. It's not entirely 100% safe, but it's the closest thing we got. With your thief ring on, most of these guys will ignore you for now, but what we want to do is lock on, use our R1 or R2. You can see the Storm King all the way up there. and strike these guys. Now again, they can still hit you, so be careful. And you can see the amount of souls we're getting. This is the best farming spot on New Game. And I think on New Game Plus. One of the new games, it might be 2 and higher, this tends to slow down because you need more than one hit from this Storm Ruler. And the Storm Ruler cannot be upgraded. Get this item since we have the chance. There's that dude. A little too far. So I just run back and forth looking around the sky till something gets close enough. Excuse me. Now you might think that this sword is, you know, absolutely amazing for PvE, and to be honest with you, it isn't. It's pretty trash. Alright, so you just heard that noise. She just started firing all these things at you. Stay close to the wall. See what you could hit. Sometimes you get the tail here. Maybe one more. Might be a little too far at this point. Yeah. Okay, too far. So you can see 2 hits, almost half health. The other thing you could do with this boss is use arrows. Magic arrows do pretty good damage. You don't have to worry about these other little dudes, but once you kill the Storm King, what? Come on. I don't have my bow on, because otherwise I would have used the lava bow to get a couple more shots. I think all those guys are dead. Oh no, there's one more. Stay in this area. You're still safe. It'll come down here. If you run out there, all these, you can see all these things that start shooting at you, they end up destroying you pretty quickly. Alright. Oh. There we go. One more. Come on. Right there. Got it. And you're dead, bitch. And get your souls. $40,000 souls. Another thing you could do is if you happen to have the Ring of Avarice, which is your kind of like your soul farming ring, it gives you 20% more souls. As you fight a boss, right before you kill them, or right when you kill them, you could switch over to that ring, get a little bit extra souls. But because we don't even have the ring yet, we can't do that. And then just walk around the battlefield collecting your goodies. Those lizards, there's 2 lizards here. They definitely are gone now by this time. I was pretty close. Usually right when you pick up the sword, they start taking off. If they're not here. They're usually right in here. Couple more things to get. If you wanted to upgrade your Crescent Falchion to +5, or any Crescent weapon, this is those lizards are the ones that you're going to kill for your chunks, your pure moon chunks, and your pure moon stones, and then the chunks. But ultimately, this farming spot is going to give you on New Game, if you have this world at pure black world tendency and the Ring of Avarice, because both will increase your souls gained. Well, that's interesting. How do I get you? You should reap about 25 to 30,000 souls per run. So you could go over there, just like we did. Kill all these storm guys. Run over here and reload the world. And just like that, you'll have 30-some, close to 30,000 souls. Let's see. It takes roughly, one farm session takes about 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more, maybe 2.5 minutes to complete. So you could kind of pick and choose what you think is the best option for you for farming. I think this tends to be. All right, so now that we got that opened up and got the storm soul, we don't want to use that. We're going to send that to storage. We will use the storied soul and level up some more.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Faith weapon. Did we say we want faith up a little bit higher? But we do need
Let strength be granted so the world
14, 16. Yeah. So we got 2 spots. We should be good with faith now. I'm going to pump in, yeah, another one for endurance. Miracle. Good. So now there's 2 spots for miracles, which we will need for the anti-magic
Oh, do you have further offer?
field. Okay. This is what we wanted. So use that. The other thing, before you do that, just to give you an option, the other, what is the storm? Another great option is the Morian blade. So if you have a short sword +8, or like one of those one-handed swords, +8 will give you the ability to get the Morian blade. I don't use that. There is some pretty fun stuff with that. You could look that up, but the Morian blade will give you, it's a one-handed weapon, and if your health is below, I think it's 30%, below 30%, the amount of damage, overall damage that you can do increases dramatically, and that could be combined with other like equipment that does that, so that activates on 30% health. But then again, it's a give and take. You're going to, oh wait, did I buy that and not equip it? Yep. You're going to sacrifice most of your health, 70% of your health, in order to do a lot more damage. Alright, so for this, we're going to get the anti-magic field. We're going to come up here before we go to the next area because I don't have evacuate on. We're going to purchase one of these archstones. Okay, and like I said, Patches is your grass dealer. So if you needed to buy any grass, that's the guy to go to. He also has your sticky white slime, but as you saw before, we were able to get a bunch of that just from farming very quickly. The other thing that he sells is this fragrant ring. Don't even buy that. 60,000 souls isn't worth it. And as you start opening up different worlds, he'll sell you a few other items. And in typical fashion, we're going to go back up here and drop off the ledge to soul form. Alright, go back at our souls. Now, a lot of the worlds, 3 of the worlds that we completed, we completed 2, the other one we just can't complete yet, or don't want to complete yet, I should say, are in pure white state. So let's take a look at that. Yep, so you have 3 in pure white state. We could do all their events, which we already did the Boletarian events, but we don't want to get that to pure black just yet. Reason being, 2 reasons. One, we didn't complete Penetrator, which is another boss in that world. And then the last boss is also in that world, King Alant. We don't want that in pure black state while we're trying to complete the game. It makes it that much harder. The other reason why we don't want to change anything just yet from pure white to pure black is that we have all the tendency events to do, plus we're going to do fractured mode of the white world tendency status before we change everything over to black. Now, the difference here is when we change everything over to the pure black state, we're going to do the fractured mode first and then do the black events. And the reason being is when we have the black events going on, it tends to mean that there are black phantom NPCs to fight. If we were to kill these black phantom NPCs and kill the primeval demon, it's going to skyrocket your world tendency back to close to pure white. The problem with that is if we didn't get fracture mode or didn't do the fracture mode beforehand, we're going to have to bring that world back to pure black, complete fracture mode, but now we have almost no way to, at least offline, if you're not going to do PvP, you don't have a way to change that world tendency. You're going to go into New Game Plus with most of these worlds in pure black, which we don't want to do in New Game Plus. And I'll explain that a little bit later on as we get closer to that. We're going to dump this, go back to our... let's see, I don't think... Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see if I could put... Yep. So I have just enough endurance now to have our lava bow on, my claymore, and the shield without going into fat roll. Love it. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is really helping you out with your Demon Souls experience. Please let me know in the comments what you like about it, what you don't, and what you would like to see differently. So with that said, we're going to continue on to World 3. Yep, up there, Tower of Latria, and kick some mages' asses. It's going to be fun. All right, we'll see you next time.